Hello, hello, hello. This is my third and final run at this year's ESA Summer 2026, and I'm bringing you something a little bit different. I have done Crash Team Racing at ESAs before, but nothing like this. This is a product of this community's just incredible size at this point, incredible work ethic. These are custom tracks. You have not seen these tracks before. If you've just watched Vanilla OG CTR. I have two custom track adventures to show you. I'm going to start from this screen because you'll immediately recognize that this main menu is not exactly normal. This was made in March of this year. It is a St. Patrick's Day themed CTR mod. Again, one of two that I'll be playing. The second mod that got made was made specifically for this ESA, and it's incredible. This is also incredible, frankly. Little bit earlier, and custom tracks have obviously grown so much since then. We do not have the original cast of characters. I will go through them. We have Link, we have Big Smoke, we have the Hulk. If you can notice the theme, it's St. Patrick's Day. They're all green. We have Grasshopper. I forget what game she's from, but yes. Ebenezer Von Clutch from Crash Tag Team Racing. Shrek. Yoshi. Gex. Vector. Captain Quark. Lego Robin Hood. Let's go. Plankton. And we're back at the start. So, whoever screams loudest, their character wins. Go. Well, I heard a Shrek. It's Shrek. We're playing a Shrek. We are playing a Shrek. All right. So another thing that is different about this mod is I can have custom stats. So I'm obviously going to make my stats literally the max. Shrek is broken. Shrek is absolutely busted. Because I'll probably be talking about the tracks more so than the game, I'll quickly go over what you're going to be seeing in this game. I'm going to be drifting a lot, and I'm going to be boosting a lot. Keep an eye on the bottom right-hand corner. There is a meter. It goes up. When I'm drifting with R1, I'll push L1, and that will propel me forward when the meter is at its max. Before we get going, we got some crazy donations before this run. I believe they're going towards the donation incentive for the second custom track adventure mode.
That is correct, yes. We have a $160 donation from War Drums, which says, Dingo is cool and all, but let's show some love to my guy Tiny. Looking forward to watching the run. Who did, of course, put that towards Tiny for the character poll. And we have $100 from, who else would it be? Tristendo, with the message, we need our boy, which went towards Dingo. And Dingo and Tiny are, in fact, your two choices for that poll. So if you want to see your favorite characters in the second of the adventure modes, then please put them towards those choices.
Hell yeah. Last things last. Shout outs to everyone who has been absolutely babying me before this run. I am the illest man ever, and I don't mean like in the radical way, I mean like in the barfing in the toilet way. So about half an hour ago, I looked like Emperor Palpatine after he kills Mace Windu. I don't now, which is great. But it's not really woe is me because I'm playing a video game in front of all these lovely people. There are a lot of people out there having a lot worse day than me. And that's why we're donating to Make-A-Wish. So please get those donations in. Get going. We have a great donation incentive for the next run. Without further ado, I'm playing as goddamn Shrek. Time is when I load in and start. So this looks very, very different immediately. Straight into the first custom track of the run. I wonder if we're going to get Big Smoke demonetizing this stream with his voice lines. I'm sure we will. So because this was made in March of 2026, This was back in the modding days of CTR where we didn't have item boxes in racetracks left. Nice one, Shrek, I agree. You know what, actually, just so we can enjoy the custom music that honestly took so much time to make, let's do that. Every single, I believe pretty much every single track in this run is going to have custom music, which is just insane. I remember literally less than a year ago having like basically having like 2 or more custom custom music in one file would just completely destroy everything and break everything, and now we have like literally every track can have custom music, which is really, really cool. Again, like I said, this is actually quite a nice starting track to just show off the tech of CTR. Same Shrek, I agree. I don't actually know what these lines are from. Are they from like Shrek games, or are they from the movie? I honestly have no idea. But yeah, first level done. Very, very chill level. But yeah, the first, I guess, area of this run is a really, really nice way to explain what will be going on in this game from a fundamental standpoint. As you can see, and as I said earlier, meter in the bottom right. Hello, Von Clutch, how are you? Meter in the bottom right goes up whenever I initiate a drift. I can hit L1 3 times and boost out of it. This coupled with reserves, which is the right I have to keep my speed. So as long as I don't hit a wall, and as long as I keep boosting and my reserves are more than 0, we will be absolutely fine. And we will keep that speed for basically as long as we want. This track is Coco Park 2, or Coco Park 2025. Really, really cool track. You have this little shortcut right here. Obviously derived from the original CTR with Coco Park. Has a very, very cool lake shortcut here as well. Yeah, as the name suggests, Coco Park 2025, this was made, I do believe, in late 2025. Custom tracks have come such a long way since this, and you will be seeing that as we go on and on in this run. But yeah, this first custom track adventure mode is going to have nice. It's going to have three bosses and then a final boss. So one less than the normal amount of bosses in CTR. The second adventure, however, was a little bit more ambitious. We had a little bit more, a lot more tools to our disposal, let's say. And so you'll see, it gets pretty insane. Y'all might recognize this track. This is Toxic Dash from Crash Bash. Do not get rammed off. Big Smoke is absolutely cooking. Holy. Die? That was Big Smoke. That's terrific. So yeah, but before item boxes were able to be put in custom tracks, basically you just got an item and a wumper every so often. If you pass through a certain section. You don't get many in this track. As you can see, we're already on lap 9 of 10. This music's brilliant though. But yeah, we're nearly there. Die. Sorry, man. And he exploded. That's terrific. You will be seeing that track again, because it is time for the first boss fight of CTR. And everyone knows the first boss fight of CTR is Newman. It's not Ripperoo. It's never been Ripperoo. This is 15 laps. And even on normal difficulty, which is what this run is on, boss fights in this pack get really, really difficult, especially this one. I actually think this is like one of the bigger run killers. That's awesome. One of the biggest run killers in this particular custom track adventure mode. Luckily, as you saw, he tends to destroy himself. As long as we don't hit the TNTs. I bombed him, nice. As long as we don't destroy the TNTs, he should run into his own on the next lap. So hopefully, as long as I avoid the TNTs... Ooh! my god, okay, that's so unlucky. So what actually happened there is because the game can only have so many items on the track at once, a TNT exploded to allow for more items, and it exploded directly next to me. Luckily, I am still in first. I can actually see him. Bosses, this goes for vanilla CTR as well, but bosses in this as well, rubber band on what is lap 3. So from laps 11 to 15, he is going to go really, really fast. And my objective is to just hope that he hits TNTs here. He might well overtake me. Okay, he got exploded. Nice. Just avoid the TNTs. Try and... Okay, I literally see him. Can I combo him? Sheesh! I actually lapped him, which is really, really nice. Don't really need to worry about losing this one. We are good. Okay, that's actually harder than it looks. I'll tell you that. Alright, because we beat the boss, this gate is open. Look at Shrek, isn't he adorable? Anyways, we're going over here to Green Hill Raceway. This track has aged like fine wine. This was one of the first ever custom tracks, and just look at it. It's really, really cool. This was made, I believe this was made back when custom tracks were limited to one texture. So this is all made with like one pattern, I think, or it at least originally was. Music's really cool as well. Just a really, really fun track. That I should explain. So that's a blue turbo pad. Custom tracks have kind of taken the ability to put their own turbo pad colors and used it really, really effectively, because the original game has Ultimate Sacred Fire turbo pads, which is basically a different type of turbo pad in CTR, where you... Oh, nice SG. Where you, holy movement. I can't even finish my sentence. Unlucky. Yeah, I'll hopefully show it on lap 3 again. Oh, never mind. It spawned me all the way back here. I do get it. But the original CTR has something that is in tracks like Cortex Castle and Engine Labs, where you, you don't jump off of the turbo pad as opposed to jumping off of it. And all your reserves, all your turbo boosts that you've built up, get put into your speed, and your speed lasts as long as you have reserves. So it's a really, really cool tech. But in the original game, there's no way, unlucky, there's no way to see that it's a different type of turbo pad without just knowing. But what custom track designers have done, which is really, really clever, is make them a completely different color. And so it's more easy to tell when you're dealing with a USF pad. Really, really cool. That should be the end of this level. I'm bad. As I said, this should be the end of this level. Swag. Hell yeah. Believe it's over here. Indeed, indeed. Speaking of cool tracks, this track, if you guys know Lego Racers on the PS1, it gives me that vibe. This is an entirely original piece. This is not like... I don't believe it's inspired by another game anyway. I could be wrong about that. But the music's really, really cool. Track's really, really cool. It is a long one, so after this lap 1, after I show off this shortcut here, where you kind of stay on this to avoid the off-road, and then you can go through here. Custom track designers got really, really inventive. And then jump all the way to here. Sadly, we are still at a point with custom track making where there is no mini-map as of right now. However, people are working on it. Oh, unlucky. So, I can't show you exactly how much that cuts off, but it saves about 5 seconds or so. It's really, really nice. But yeah, this track is a long one, and it is 2 laps of the same. So if you have some donations, now would be a good time.
I do indeed. I have $50 from VAR, which says, after review, Hypnoshark has been found to have cheated all his world records.
No!
They will be transferred to any person in the room with your face on their shirt. I wonder who that was. Do you want to stand up, audience member with the shirt? Come on, show it off.
That's good.
There you go. And they did get the crochet PlayStation box wrap with that, so well done. And also put that towards Dingo for the character poll. And we also have $20 from Hiri with the message GL. We have $5 from Havoc Connor, which says, well, 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 if it isn't John Hypnoshark. Good luck on the run, man, and enjoy it. But enjoy it by being disciplined. They did put that towards Tiny for the poll. And we had $20 from StuStop93, which says, hey, Hotshot, good luck with the runs. And shout out to everyone making custom tracks, characters, and full adventures modes like this. These ones are for CTR.
Yeah, I mean, the community's come such a long way with these recently. Like, I remember literally a year ago, like, we had tracks that only had one texture and, like, had no turbo pads. I remember it being, like, a revelation when, you know, tracks could have turbo pads in them. And now we're in a position where full, like, custom track adventure modes are unlucky. There is a little shortcut I can do up there. Unlucky. But yeah, now we're at a point where, you know, full custom track adventure modes are being made, and I'm able to speedrun them live at ESA with literally like 0 tech issues, you know, going into it, which is, yeah, insane. So yeah, I mean, huge shout outs to the CTR community for making this possible. Yeah, it's just insane. Alright, next track. I believe it's over here. Jungle Boogie. So Jungle Boogie is a name that might be familiar to Crash Racing fans. This is a track in Crash Nitro Kart. However, this is the N-Gauge version of Jungle Boogie. So Crash Nitro Kart released on the N-Gauge, and this is the version that's in that game. So may not look familiar, even though the music is very familiar. But yeah, this track is very, very chill. Very, very like fundamentally sound. The N-Gauge version of Crash Nitro Kart really, really liked putting turbo pads in the middle of the track. So reserves are not an issue. Something I should mention actually about reserves. You can see my reserves in the bottom right corner as well. That is not a thing that is in OGCTR at all. OGCTR has you basically like guess where your reserves are, which does add to like the technical aspect of the game, because you're thinking about lines, you're thinking about shortcuts, but you're also monitoring your reserves in the back of your mind. But this is really, really beginner friendly, and you can see my reserve bar is absolutely like in the green right now, so I could not boost. I mean, I am going to boost because there's turbo pads everywhere, but I could not boost for like a long time, and I would keep boost. Let me see if I can show it off. Like, literally, I'm just not boosting at all, and I still have this much speed. Like, I'm just gonna froggy here. This track is actually a great place to explain speed ghosting, which I haven't explained it. Usually in like in a normal run of CTR, I would explain like exactly what speed ghosting is immediately, because it's like crucial in a track. Like, did I just boost off of the log? Okay. Anyways, because it's crucial in tracks like Ruse Tubes and Mystery Caves and tracks that are in the early game of Crash Team Racing. However, obviously this is not exactly vanilla, but speed ghosting in this, you kind of just saw one there. Any unflat surface in this game, you can get more speed from if you jump into it or jump out of it. So there's a lot of ramps here, so I'm literally just going to land and then try and jump like this. And because I have so many reserves, I don't need to worry about boosts. So I can, here's a great example. I can just jump like this on this uphill, and you can see I'm going like way, way faster. My reserves are still fine. As long as they're not like literally 0, I keep the speed. And yeah, there you go. That was good. That was alright. You guys may have just seen what boss this is. This is Jet the Hawk, and we're playing on Green Hill Raceway. He does cheat. He does cheat like his name is Oxide. But we just do that little shortcut there, and hopefully we don't get hit here. Ooh.
You can't beat me. Never had a chance.
Yes, I can, and I will. Go off this pad. Try and TNT him. I actually did hit him. Sucker. Yeah, I'm going to spam my items back here, because again, in this custom track adventure mode, you get a Wumpa fruit for every item you use. So I'm just going to kind of spam with the hopes of getting up to 10 Wumpa. Wumpa fruit in this game, it's kind of like coins in modern day Mario Kart games, where they give you oh nice, they give you speed based off of how many you have. In this game, they are not as important. We heard you the first time, mate. It's yeah, every one Wumpa fruit is about 0.18 speed increase, which doesn't sound like much, but over the course of like a long track, that can add up to like, you know, a full second of time save in like a minute-long level, for instance. Holy donations. Would you like to read those?
I would indeed. We have got, as usual, a lot coming in. We have $20 from Lockhart, which says, good luck with the runs. Thank you for all of your support to the custom CTR community. Do a 360 through space for me. They put that towards the tiny character choice in the poll. And I just want to give a bit of an update on that, because it is currently Tiny who is winning at $424.01 versus Dingo's $399. So it's all still to play for these. If you want to see your favorite character in the next set of tracks, make sure to put your donations towards those polls.
Yeah, you guys have about, I would say, 15 more minutes to get those donations in. So we are having a tight battle between Dingo Dial and Tiny. You guys may have heard this music before. This is Daytona. From the hit game Daytona, starring John Daytona. Gotta love him. But this track is, speaking of Lockhart, who just donated, this track I believe was purely made as a joke. This track is a track from a very, very niche PS1 racing game, but only released in Europe, called Formula Kart. A game, there it is, a game that is near and dear to my heart and precisely no one else's. It's a game that I grew up with. The music on YouTube has like 1,000 views, 4 comments, and they're all begging me to play Spyro Enter the Dragonfly.
And that is how you know it's good.
Which is great. Yeah, it's awesome. Right. I have some lore, and it's important lore. Oh my god. We will get to that shortly. I gotta just say, this track right here has an ultra shortcut, and I was told it literally 2 hours before this run. Not quite. So basically, you can drive into that off-road there and get spawned at the finish line. I'm going to try that again. Unlucky. I'm going to try that again on the next lap. Because I've been told that that is a thing. I have seen it with my own 2 eyes. But actually, to be fair, it's quite nice to show off the AI in this game. In like a 1v1v1v1 etc. race. Come here. Absolutely perfect. So you're supposed to, I believe, drive off the second black stripe and line up with the leftmost tree. Nice! Hell yeah. See if we can do that one more time. You've literally just seen the first time I've ever hit that, and it's live. Hey! Let's go. So yeah, that's a first. Right, I believe this track is from a Gran Turismo? Someone can correct me. It will probably look familiar to a lot of you. I believe it is. Daytona is so back.
Confirmation have been given it is from Gran Turismo.
Aha! Nice. I know ball, I promise. That is the hardest to see turbo pad of all time. I believe this track also may have a shortcut where you can jump one of the walls. It is like really, really difficult and doesn't save as much as the one I just did. Whilst I go around this track, nice polygon. Whilst I go around this track, we do have time to read that crazy donation that came in. So go ahead.
Of course, we have a couple of fairly decent donations. We got $72.01 from War Drums, which says, "Get wrecked, Triss." Who did put that towards Tiny in the poll. And we have $50 from Chuckster018. My God, guys, calm down. We got, "Tonight we watch a man talk way too much and not let the host do her job." Hypno Love, and anyway, Crazy Frog Racer 2 next year, yeah? They did get the crochet Xbox controller with that. And to be honest, you're actually being quite nice to me this time.
I think it's because I'm ill.
Oh yeah.
Something's come over me.
I think the illness has gotten to you a
Yeah.
bit.
I mean,
this isn't like you.
The law of ESA, officially, the law of ESA is that I hate women. That's like the official law now.
Yeah, apparently so.
I've heard that, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that later, huh?
Oh, I've just thought, this boss, guess what track it's on? Run it back. Okay, so Luigi is about to get absolutely smoked as long as I cook. Let's see.
Can I step in for a second, please? Because we have just had a $777.77 donation. There was no message with that donation, but that did go towards Dingo for the poll choice. So thank you very much, Stanley Stefana, for that donation.
3 out of 3. In all seriousness, man, this community is the best. Like, what the hell, dude? Like, I think I was saying it during the new Super Mario Bros. Wii relay I did with Maniac, where like every single time I think this community can't one-up themselves, they do every time. I am the luckiest man alive. Thank you very, very much. To get back on it, this is a Spyro-inspired track. This is also, spoilers, the final boss track of this particular adventure mode. Again, this is a St. Patrick's Day themed adventure mode, so I won't spoil you guys on what the final boss is, but you'll see. But yeah, Spyro 1 inspired specifically. Really, really cool track. Got some really, really nice tech here with going on the walls to take turns slightly nicer. Also the shortcut right here, right at the end. Skip over here, very good. Then this grass cut as well. If you guys think that these custom tracks are already kind of insane, you guys have not seen anything yet. Because like I said, the second custom track adventure mode that we are coming up to, that one was made specifically for this event. So some of the tracks that they picked and some of the tracks that have been made are absolutely mind-blowing. I can't wait to show those off. But this track, again, for the time that it was made, absolutely incredible. We got the Spyro 1 dragon in the back, vibing. We are not going to save him. But yeah, one more little grass shortcut here, jumping over this. That's the thing as well with these custom tracks. Like, they're not just well designed from like a standpoint of mechanically they work. It's also like they fit CTR's like platforming jumping style really, really well. You've still got like inventive shortcuts in like a lot of these tracks, and these were earlier tracks as well. So it's really, really cool. Really, really cool. But yeah, that's that one done. It is worth mentioning we are in the final hub world of this. Went the wrong way. We are in the final hub world of this particular adventure mode. This is absolutely, in terms of the prep that I did, this is absolutely going to be a PB. Because the Mario Raceway skip wasn't a thing, to my knowledge, and now it is. So I just saved, 3 minutes or whatever it was. So that's awesome. Gonna absolutely smash my estimate to make up for the relay earlier where I delayed this marathon by an hour. Consider it repaid. Yeah, no. Oh, hello! No. Absolutely not. Says I'm in 7th right now, but that was a little shortcut. Yoshi is gaming in his Mario Kart DS car. I try to snipe him. Okay, I should probably not lose. I think not losing would be pretty cool. Yoshi's actually just fully keeping up with me. This is scary. Also worth mentioning, I have won a lot of these races with somewhat ease. I say somewhat, whilst I'm in the fight of my life here. But there is a ultra hard difficulty for these custom track adventure modes. So if you are an experienced veteran, I guess, of Crash Team Racing, you can try that out. But yeah, on the final lap here, if you have time for some donations, now would be a good time. This track is much more of the same, so go for it.
Perfect, thank you. We have $50 from Anonymous with no message, but they did redeem the blueprint shirt with that. We have another $25 from Anonymous, again with no message, but thank you very much. God damn, this Anonymous guy. We have $5 from Kuma Kamakura with no message, but they did put that towards Tiny in the character poll. We have $20 from Kildor Volume 2, which said with no message, but that did go towards Tiny in the character poll. And we have $1 from Linda FF9 with the message, "Hi Hypno and everyone at ESA, smiley face. Here is a small donor towards Dingo, and thank you so much for the entertaining and funny streams." I most certainly agree with that one.
Hell yeah. Again, best community in the world, man. Alright, Yoshi Circuit. So, again, you can tell there was only one texture in this track. This track was made, again, I believe in 2025, one of the first custom tracks ever made. But it may not look it, but like it holds up gameplay-wise because there's some really, really cool shortcuts. This one right here, for instance, the AI even does it. Unlucky. Hopefully I'll get him on my next lap. I just wanted to show you guys a different route. It's fine. It's all part of my plan. Oh yeah. Worth mentioning, Link's voice lines are Navi, I think. So, that's fun. Yeah, you want to listen to that guy more. Okay, please do not iron me in the face. No. He's right, you know. Oh, I missed the bomb. God damn it. Okay, boost time isn't bad. So this track, you may have noticed, has a blue turbo pad at the end. Which signifies Ultimate Sacred Fire. Die. So I'm going to try this again. There we go. And not hit the wall. Really build up as many reserves as I can. Unlucky. Barely love tap the wall there, but that's fine. I'm going to just try and get as many reserves as possible here. So that I can burn them all at this blue turbo pad. Like so. Go really, really fast on this section. Can I make this without hopping and just keep the speed? I can. Nice. That's not bad. It would have been a lot better of a USF if I hadn't barely tapped the wall before. That's fine. Better than lap 1 for sure. Right, we are very, very near the end of the first custom track adventure now. We have one more race, which is very, very... very, very small, and then we have the final boss. So, one last time before we change custom track adventure modes, get those donations in. Chloe, if you would like to read some.
We have $10 from Paddy O'Toole, which says, "Yeah, sure, happy St. Paddy's Day to you too, boyo. Cheers on the custom run, it looks gas-like." I didn't even want to try and do an Irish accent for that. But that did go towards another poll that we have open. It went towards the F125 grid order poll, where you can put your money towards your favorite one to determine what order they do those tracks in. We do have $2 from What a Twist, which says, "Please, Mr. Shark, we need TWOC at ESA." What are your opinions on that?
You can probably get TWOC from like a game store. Or like anywhere else, you know? Just anywhere, really. Just not me.
For once, actually, I'm going to agree with you. Anyways, we have $20 from Nuke, which simply says help. And that went towards Tiny in the TTR character choice poll. I'm just quickly gonna have a look to see. I mean, we know who's in the lead. Come on, it's a Dingo at $1,235.78 versus Tiny $474.01. But if anyone wants to give Tiny a massive boost before, then get those donos in quickly.
I cannot stress enough how insane that is. Thank you. That is crazy. That right there you just saw, but there is one relic in this adventure mode, and it's right there. You have to beat a certain time. You have to beat 1:15. This is the final boss. It's a leprechaun. It's a hyper-realistic leprechaun. Look at that image on the left. It's terrifying. I believe it's like in relation to some horror movie. I'm uncultured. I don't know, bull. I agree. Yeah, this guy's language is tough. He goes hard. Not as hard as Big Smoke, but, you know, is what it is. I'm glad Big Smoke didn't drop every line he has in this run, is all I'll say. There's some interesting ones, you know. Well, when I Uka masked Big Smoke earlier, I was playing Russian roulette. I can't lie. But we won, so it's okay. But yeah, coming up to the end of the first custom track adventure mode here. Really, really cool, but this is the thing, man. Like, I cannot stress enough. It's so sick. But as I said, the second custom track adventure mode, but I guess I'll be playing as Dingo Darlin', is absolutely ridiculous. You will notice a pretty immediate shift in quality. Not to say that these aren't really, really cool tracks, but we've come so far in like 4 months. It's absolutely just insane, as you will see. One more shortcut here. Go over this grass. Bro said you lose while I'm like lapping him. Good job. We heard you the first time, mate. Cool. I agree, Shrek. Alright, so I guess it's not time, but it's pausing the timer while we switch to the second custom track adventure mode is coming up when I cross the line here and pause. So that is 1 down, 1 to go. That is the shorter of the 2. Like I said, the next custom track adventure mode. Hey, that wasn't made by Naughty Dog. Get off the screen. No. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Go away. Oh, hi. You can see the bin file. Ah, yes. Very cool. Huge shout outs to Lockhart and Boxic for what you're about to see. I literally reached out to them about 2 months ago and was like, hey, do you fancy like making a custom track adventure mode for ESA? If not, that's absolutely fine. Obviously, it takes a lot of work. And they were like, yeah, we'll probably make one that's like 20 minutes, 30 minutes. This is nearly an hour long. They have absolutely cooked. It is insane. Some of the tracks in here, the hub world design is awesome, as you'll see. I believe I'm playing as Dingo Dial. Is that correct?
That is indeed correct. The Tiny fans did try and bring that back. However, it still ended up being $484.01 versus $1,246.78, which, again, thank you all so much for donating to us and for getting us over 25K! So yes, Sam, you will be playing as Dingo.
Alrighty. Well. Let's get this show on the road. Time starts when I load in, and that will be now. And we're off. So, Shipwreck Shore is the first track, and immediately you're going to see, like, holy moly. This track's absolutely beautiful. This is the first track in the PS1 racing game Speed Punks or Speed Freaks, depending on... oh, yeah, once again. Let's crank that Soldier Boy. Get that audio up. Speed Punks inspired boost panels as well. We have boxes now. These Wumper crates are here. These windmills are animated. We have like the banners from the original game as well. The waterfalls are animated. Everything is just really, really well done. There is a hidden USF turbo here. So as you can see, I'm going very, very fast. I'm going to froggy this out as I lose reserves. Jumping like this maintains the speed I currently have, but not the boost. So if I lose boost but I have a lot of speed, I can do that as like an effective cover-up whilst I work on getting to a part of the track where I can get reserves more effectively. No need to spam my items in this adventure mode, as I can just get Wumper crates, as that is now a thing. This music's a banger, I cannot stress enough. Play Speed Punks or Speed Freaks if you haven't. It's a really, really good racing game, and it's very, very niche. Get this turbo right here. There isn't really an item, but would help me. I guess I'll use the nitro, why not? There isn't really one, but it's useful. But yeah, as I was saying, this custom track adventure mode is nearly an hour long. We will sub-estimate, I think, as long as I am not a belivering idiot, which I am, so could happen. Pause. But hopefully we are good. Also, animated camera for after you finish races now as well, which is really, really cool. Let's see here. We are going to Haven Stadium. This is a track, I believe, from Jak 2? Jak 3? Jak 2? 2. Jak 2.
It is Jak 2.
I know ball, I promise. Yeah, I know ball. It's incredible. We are going to be keeping our reserves until this USF here, doing this crazy shortcut. Ah, unlucky. This is a hard shortcut, to be fair, and this is the boss track of this homeworld as well. So we will be seeing it again. We will be getting more opportunities at that skip. Hopefully we can pull off. I probably just didn't have the reserves to pull it off there. That's okay. We'll run it back. Really, really cool track to like take it from one Naughty Dog game. Nice, it went through the wall. That's awesome. To take it from one Naughty Dog game and make it fit CTR. Nice. There it is. Yeah, that's not too easy, so take that for sure. Would be nice to get 5 out of 6 for that shortcut, I suppose, as we will be playing this again. One more lap here. Let's see if we can do the thing. 27 lap feels pretty good. Boost time's nice. Means I can get my reserves back after this. Nice. Let's go. Immediately use the turbo boost time that I got to get back my my top end speed. Should be like a 26 lap or something. No, that was a really good lap. Sheesh. Let's go. Alright. Inferno Island next up. Again, this might be a familiar name to y'all that know Crash racing games. Die. Oh my god! That was interesting. But yeah. This is the first track from Crash Nitro Kart. This is unlike the Jungle Boogie in the last adventure mode. This is not the N-Gauge version. This is actually the... Nice bomb. This is actually the original version on PS2, Xbox, and GameCube. I will be trying the shortcut that is in the original game as well. Go left here. Nice. Get this one per crate. Hell yeah. I have actually failed that quite a bit on this particular version. So nice to get that. Get this SG here. Froggy out of it. Keep the speed up this uphill. That's the nice thing. I was saying it towards the end of the last custom track adventure. But the one thing I really, really like about what they've done with these custom tracks is they've not just made functioning tracks, but they've made it have actual tech. And as we get more into this run, you'll see more and more really, really cool, you know, techniques being used to do shortcuts, take tight lines, etc. There's some really cool shortcuts coming up in this run. Really cool. We have one more track. Where is Bruv going? He's going over here. One more track in this hub world before the boss. Like I said, this is a much more, I guess you could say, a better, well-educated attempt at a custom track adventure mode. So there is more tools at the custom track developers' disposal at this point. So they were able to make really, really cool tracks like this one. Something I should shout out during this, actually, nice, is that I want to give a shout out to Project Safi. If you guys haven't looked up Project Safi, do so. There are online time trial leaderboards for a bunch of tracks. This track is one of them. I think they're up to like 40 tracks now that all have online leaderboards, ranks. Like, so if you don't want to compare to other people, then you can, you know, get like different ranks, different achievements, etc. Really, really cool. Really, really well done. Who knows what will be in store in the next, you know, year or so for custom track development, but Project Safi is where it's at. Shout outs to that. Quite a short level there, but really, really nice. And then we have Jack and Daxter moment. We will be going back to Haven Stadium. Hopefully I can hit the difficult shortcut again. Hopefully this AI won't get in the way, because he definitely can. And probably will. But we'll try our best. I have a shield iron, which is actually really, really nice. Do I have enough reserves this early in the lap? Yes, I do. Let's go. Let's go. That's huge. Failed that last time on lap 1 because of my lack of reserves, but had enough there. Hopefully he runs into that TNT and he's a bit of a non-factor for the rest of this race. As this is the same as before, as long as I'm in first, if you want to read some donations, now would be a good time.
That would be perfect, because we have a lot to get through. We have $5 from Lola the Samurai with no message, but thank you very much. We have $5 from Caspi, which says, to get sappy for a moment, you're a pretty neat guy, Sam.
Aww.
We have $43 from, oh God, who's this? IDK _ Maniac.
Hate that guy.
Yeah, no, I don't know who that guy is, to be honest. Which says, it's a pleasure as always to witness a great friend doing great things. Here's the $43 from New Super Mario Bros. Wii to Spite Yoshi. Oh, and Dingo all the way, much love. And they did, of course, get the Blueprint shirt with that because they donated $40 or more, which if you do so, you can also claim yourself an amazing ESA shirt.
Alrighty, onwards and upwards to the next hub world. Again, like I said, a lot more extravagant looking hub world here, and it's only going to get crazier. The final, I would say, 2 hub worlds are genuinely masterpieces. Like, I don't even know what to say. Speaking of masterpieces, Skater's Retreat is the next track, and this track really, really leans heavily into what makes CCR great, which is like jump boosts and all that good stuff. You're racing in a skate park. There are crazy shortcuts here. That's one of them. Gonna try this jump as well. Music's a banger. The artwork in this level is really, really cool. Like, look at that, man. Like, it's... Whoa! Yeah, the art, like, looking over there. Like, it's just so well done and all made specifically for this track. Oh, nice one. Yeah, really, really well done. I forget exactly when this track was made, but I believe it was a few months ago now. Got Cortex poster over there. Got the Crash 3 relic clock there. Just very, very cool. Again, the fact that all of this exists is wild. Because to give some context, literally a year and a half ago, we had one custom track made, and it was literally like 8 seconds long, and it was just you floating in a void. And it literally took like a month of like coding to put it all together. Now we have like a custom track editor that people have used to make these tracks. It started in December of 2024. We're only a year and a half on from that, and we have all of this, which is just unreal. Speaking of Project Safi, this track was one of the first tracks added to that. This was grinded quite a lot. Nice little Blizzard Bluff-esque shortcut there if you're familiar with the original game. Jump to here. Ah, unlucky. It's a very, very hard track, this one. It's very, very technical. I'll try my best to show off like everything that it has to offer. Nice, got that one. Take that turn ever so slightly tighter there. Take this line here. See if we can do the Blizzard Bluff style shortcut again, and then this time hopefully do the end section correctly. The end section is like, oh, unlucky. The end section is ridiculously tough. But hopefully we can cook. Let's see what we can do. So we're going to jump here. That's fine. That's okay. That's okay. I did tap the wall like ever so barely, but it's okay. Hopefully lap 3 we can put it all together and have it go just fine. Get like a little SG here. I see what we can do. That's my own TNT from last lap. I guess an AI didn't hit it. Unfortunate. Nice. There we go. And then this. Alright, and then keep the reserves up through here. Nice. That was really good. That's how that should look. Hell yeah. Yeah, notice the lap difference. Nice. Good stuff. Really, really cool track. Really, really technical track. Speaking of sick tracks, you're going to really, really notice a difference in quality now. This is Kong Dungeon, based after Koala Kong from Crash 1. A lot of the choices in this track were inspired from that. Nice SG, wow. As you can see, just really, really cool track already. This is one of the longest tracks in this run, I think. Not the longest, certainly not the longest. We'll get to that eventually, but great custom music as well, obviously derived from the original Koala Kong boss fight in Crash 1. Gonna try this shortcut here, it's quite difficult. Gotta jump really late, jump too late, unlucky. We'll go for it on lap 2 and lap 3, that's fine. We are going to go wide here just to stack reserves because we do want to use that turbo pad at the end of the track. We want to try and have as many reserves going into this as possible. So we're probably not going to be able to do the really, really cool shortcut. Hopefully at some point in this run I get to do this cool shortcut. The USF will just run out before. If I keep this USF to this turbo pad here, you will see a really, really cool cool shortcut. Hopefully I can pull that off. Yeah, for now, going over these ramps here. This kind of like Temple Ruins Crash 1 section. Let's try a shortcut again, shall we? Let's jump not that late, but still late. Nice, there we go. Link it into this shortcut here. And there we go, that's how that lap should look. Let's see if we can get this USF pad all the way to the turbo pad. It's going to be close. Look at that reserve meter in the right side. Nah, not quite. Not quite. Unlucky. You kind of saw it there to the left. The boss fight of this particular hub world is on this track. So we will hopefully get a rebuttal attempt at that shortcut there. See if we can do the ending section of this trellis. I do have 6-1, but it will help me a little bit. Nice. That is harder than it seems. It's a pretty difficult timing for a jump input. That's not bad at all. Good lap 2 and lap 3. Good stuff. Let's go. Alright, next track. Speaking of tracks that have really, really cool shortcuts. Arabian Heights is a Crash 3 inspired level. You can kind of see the resemblance immediately from levels like High Time and stuff like that. Really, really cool shortcuts in this one as well. Banging music, by the way. Again, custom music made just for this track. Gonna try and build up my reserves as much as I can. Nice. Build up my reserves as much as I can for this next section, because there is a really, really cool shortcut I would like to show off. And unlike the next track, I only get to show this off once. Oh! Dude, I can fail at the next 2 laps. I don't care. That was sick. Let's go. Okay. I will be going for that 2 more times. But that was insane. I can't believe I clutched that. That was wild. Okay, let's not fall in this like very, very hard to see gap right there. Let's try and stack reserves for as long as possible. I accidentally jumped off that ramp, so didn't quite have reserves. Or, sorry, not reserves. Didn't quite have ultimate sacred fire speed. It's okay, well, I can get it here instead. And have a good start to the lap, at least. Literally outrunning my own bomb. That was hilarious. Do not fall off. Get up here. Nice. Try and aim for a sub 40 lap. Why not? Oh, I tried to take that line so tight. Unlucky. I like how I said sub 40 lap and then immediately just beefed it. It's fine. Can I stack reserves enough in time? That is the question. Not quite. Unlucky. That shortcut is very, very hard. I am happy I hit it once because it is not easy at all. Yeah, usually I would just do this and then just frog you to the line. Very cool track, though. Very cool track. Happy I got to show off a shortcut once, at least. Alright. As previously mentioned, the boss of this homeworld is Koala Kong. We will be going to Kong Dungeon for it. Hopefully this time I can stack the reserves and show off the really, really cool shortcut. Would be nice. Die? I said die? I died. Cool. Oh, W respawn. Okay. Actually, you know, that's going to make this boss really, really interesting. Okay, donation readers are staring at me. Uh-oh. Should I be scared? Your commentary has exceeded the monthly limit. Interesting sign.
You can thank Lozzie for those.
Oh, Lozzie made them specifically for you to hold up at me?
Correct.
That's awesome. Anyways, so to interrupt you guys, no, go ahead while I stack reserves for a shortcut. Go ahead.
Thank you, because we've got a lot. We've got $5.01 from Julia, which says, just adding more donation to make Claus's job harder. We've got $5 from Graham Pole, which says, who are these dingo and tiny blokes? Anyway, red card to Sam for hating women. Hashtag justice for Chloe and for Kixie as well. We've got $20 from Anonymous, which says, just adding to the list of donos that I have to try and read out.
Thank you, thank you.
And that was awesome.
Thank you, thank you. Glad I got to show that off. Yeah, as I have gotten to show that off, if you want to keep going with donations, go right ahead.
All right. We have got $10 from Ghoul, which says, Hypnoplane just in time for my dinner break at work. Best of luck with the run. We've got $50 from Broodlie, which says, it's insane to see how far custom tracks have come. Good luck, Sam, and get well soon, mate.
Thank you, thank you.
And we've got $3 from Adam Lalana, which says, get well soon, my son.
My son? I can't believe former Southampton, Liverpool, and Brighton midfielder Adam Lallana is my dad.
Apparently so.
I didn't know that.
And they did put that towards the, well, one of the tracks for the F1 2025 poll. And make sure to put your donations towards that poll, because that does determine the order in which they play those tracks later.
Alrighty, so that is 2 hub worlds down, 2 to go, and a final boss still remaining. The next hub world is snow themed. However, the boss is interesting. You might get a glimpse at the boss door now. There it is. That would be Spyro. Spyro is the boss of this hub world. Gotta say, amazing artwork for the boss doors. I believe the artwork was put in just for this, which is like incredible, frankly. Speaking of incredible, this track right here, Dreamy Heights. If you can believe it by looking at it, this was made in 2025. This was made before the last custom track adventure mode that I just showed you. This is one of the early custom tracks, but it was made so well that it, like, truly unlucky. It truly doesn't look out of place in a pack like this with the rainbow waterfalls and everything. But yeah, very, very cool track. For the record, Broodlie just donated, and I guess this brings up a very, very good point to make about CTR custom tracks, because Broodlie and I met by playing Mario Kart Wii custom tracks together back when I was literally 12. We've known each other a long time. And, oh my god, that shortcut. And those custom tracks in that game, when we played them, were like 4 years old at that point. Mario Kart Wii had come out in 2008. This was like 2013. And literally we were at a stage with custom tracks in that game where they were being made in MS Paint. The tracks were literally being made in MS Paint. So the fact that literally a year and a half on from a custom track editor being made, we have the tracks that we do and the mods that we do for this is like outrageous. Like, in terms of the blueprint that game has given us, we are so far ahead of schedule with mods like this. It's unreal, which really, it does get me excited for the future of this game and what could happen in the next, like, you know, half decade to decade, you know. Alright, so considering Spyro is the boss in this world, I'm sure you guys have figured out what the boss track is. This is Breeze Harbor from the game that you just watched. You just watched the Spyro 2 run from before by Nuke. This is Breeze Harbor from that game. Really, really cool shortcut coming up, where I'm gonna on purposely go kind of wide here. Nice camera. Go kind of wide, cut in, keep my reserves, jump over this wall, and skip that little awkward section there. Link it into that shortcut there, little corner cut. And yeah, this track is very, very technical, very, very cool. This wall kind of acts like the Sewer Speedway wall, if you guys are familiar with the original game. You can drive on it. And it's really, really nice because you don't bonk, you don't lose speed. You can even get like a little SG off of it. A little speed ghost off of it. It's really, really nice. That's an interesting wall there, buddy. Okay, let's find out. Can I make the shortcut with like no fire? Yes! Let's go. I'm actually very, very surprised that still worked. We'll take it. I guess the 5-1 probably helped, but still. Little corner cut there. Hopefully don't mess that up again. That was an interesting wall. There's a fly flying directly in my face. I wouldn't go near me if I was you, buddy. I really wouldn't. Alright. One more shortcut here. Hopefully keep it together. 3 out of 3. Nice. Good stuff. Not bad besides the wall bonk. Really, really not bad. This next track here is, I think, maybe one person in the crowd is going to lose it, or one person in the stream is going to absolutely lose it. This is from a game called Sledstorm. Someone's clapping. Someone
is in fact losing it.
Yeah, someone is losing it. This is one of the few tracks in the run that doesn't have custom music, but Tiny Arena is very, very fitting for this level. It is quite a long level. There's not too many shortcuts here either. It is worth mentioning there's a few like corner cuts, like that one there. You can get some crazy SGs off of these hills. I feel like a track like this was absolutely made for a game like CTR, just because big jumps, very, very satisfying. Even with the ice physics, getting like a lot of SGs and speed ghosts on these sections especially is really, really cool, if I can play it right. And then you get to these jumps here, right at the end. These are big old jumps, and that's the lap. But what's worth mentioning is these little sections here actually have ice physics. You can tell by the traction on my tires. Like here it's normal. But for instance, if I get to this line here, you see that it goes kind of like clear. Like it goes like a white color, the traction on my tires, right there. So that's actually ice physics, and I can get like crazy speed ghosts with that on the downhills, which is really, really cool. But yeah, besides that, that's kind of this level. We still have a minute and a half of it left, so if you wish to read some donations, go for it.
I would very much like to. We have $5 from Nuke, which says, wait, Hypno is live? That must mean it's time for me to go to bed. We have $5 from Freeze Champ.
Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. All right, buckle up.
Hi, Chloe. Good luck on the run. It's amazing how far CTR modding has come. Impressive. Anyway, who's on the screen? Little chat?
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 Question mark?
Chat?
Question mark? Chat? We have $5 from Hypnoshark with no message, but thank you very much. And we have $5 from Mike, which says, here's a $5 from the only person in the world who's bolder than Cholia.
I don't know how he's catching strays, to be fair.
Show it off. Oi! Don't blind us all now, God, man.
That's frankly incredible. Bro turned up to one ESA and got absolutely demolished. It's rough. It's rough out here, man. I do like how this entire time, like, ESA is an incredibly, like, you know, wholesome community, and this may be true unless you're bold, apparently.
Or me.
Or you, yeah. Yeah, it's one of the two. Insane. Absolutely insane. Alright, very cool skybox to this track. I don't even need to point it out, just look at it. It is in reference to the Northern Lights, I do believe. This track is called The North Pole. There was actually a Christmas Day mod in 2025 for this game, and this track was the final boss track where you race Santa. So Dingo Doll beats up Santa, and that's Christmas. But in this custom track mod, it is the final track of the third homeworld. Very interesting shortcut there. I kind of messed up, but I got over the wall, so it's okay. There is one shortcut I didn't do on the last lap, which I only didn't do because I wanted a bit of a lead on the AI. I will go for it on the next 2 laps. It's pretty difficult. It is not like a shortcut that's really meant for beginner players for CTR. This is more of an advanced one, but here we go. Nice, let's go. That's a really tight jump. Looks easier than it is, that one. That's a very, very tight jump. Very easy to bonk. Barely got there. And then drive up this wall again. You can drive around across this log like that. That's a cool way of doing it. The problem with doing it that way is the log acts like the tizzy wall, if you guys have watched OG CTR speedruns. So it does take your reserves. So you can get like some crazy speed from it, but you won't have reserves for the next section. Let's go for a shortcut one more time. It would be really cool to hit this twice. Holy! guy's locked in. That's crazy. I do not usually hit that like ever. That's insane. Gonna go up here one more time. Gonna jump, I guess, past the log this time. That's fine. I keep reserves. That's more than okay. Means I'm gonna have more power behind this crazy downhill SG. Just keep this speed all the way until the end. Nice. That was really good. Alright, boss fight time. So, if this was the same length as the custom track adventure mode we just did, this would be right near the end, but we've got one more entire hub world and a final boss to do. This is Spyro. Dope picture on the left, by the way, for Spyro's portrait. Insane. 7-1 is not bad. Gonna try and stay ahead of Spyro here. Spyro has the same items as Komodo Joe in the original. So he shoots out TNT and the occasional Nitro. It'll be interesting to see whether or not I have to deal with Nitros on lap 3 as I get closer and closer lapping him. It'll be interesting. Let's see if we can hit the shortcut again. We have not missed so far. We continue to not miss. Would be really cool to get our 6 out of 6. As I say, would be really cool to get our 6 out of 6. Spyro says not a chance. Generational hater. Insane.
Spyro knows ball.
Yeah, he does know ball. I'm probably going to mess it up now. He's in my head. Places TNT here. Try and like either hit him or just get a boost item to use after the U-turn section. Hopefully don't fail it again. Nice. Good line as well, wow. What lap time's that? 34:26. God damn. Okay, that's really, really nice. Yeah, this would be an excellent breeze harbor if I can nail this last lap here. Now, I guess I'll preface this next hub world by saying this is some of like the coolest art I've ever seen in OG CTR from like a custom track creator. This next hub world is so cool looking and so futuristic looking. I absolutely love it. The boss is interesting though. That was really good. The boss fight for this one is interesting. I'll probably accidentally spoil it by looking at the boss door. But we're going over here first. Matsuri is the first track of this hub world. Really, really cool track. Really cool skybox. Really cool track. This was when people were really pushing what we could do with custom tracks. And as you can see, a lot. And we're only, you know, a year and a half into making them. This shortcut right here is really, really tight. Let's see if I can do it. Nice. Good stuff. Yeah, really, really cool design on the turbo pads as well. Just a really, really unique, cool track. There is a shortcut here as well, which is very, very advanced. Not for the faint of heart here. Nice. Gonna keep this USF speed all the way, hopefully, to the next shortcut. Really, really technical track when it's played well. Really, really cool. Nice, again. 6 shortcuts to do in the level. So far, it's going really, really well. This run in general, honestly, but besides, like, not getting the shortcut as much as I would like in, like, Kong Dungeon, maybe, this run has actually been really, really clean so far. It's not been bad at all. Let's go for this again. Woo! Okay, one more of those, and, like, I'm loving life. Yeah, that's a 34-second lap on Matsuri. That's really, really nice. Gonna try this one more time. Nice, good stuff. 3 out of 3 there. Let's see if we can get the final one. Again, just SGing on this uphill. I don't really need like too many reserves at this point because the USF pad is not going to take us past the finish line, as this is the final lap of the level. So we don't really need that. Good stuff. Actually getting really clean. Really, really clean. So the next level is right here. Neon Paradise. Now, believe it or not, this, again, was one of the first custom tracks ever made. It's had an update, but it really utilized the fact that at the time it could only have one texture to its benefit, and went for like a really like vapor wavy style with the floor and everything. Really, really cool track, and aged like fine wine. Really cool shortcuts in this level as well. There's one right here. This is like probably the hardest shortcut in the entire run. I want to get it at least once. Oh! Let's go! That is like a really hard shortcut. Basically, you drop down, land on an unintended wall, and then you turn back onto the track. This is also a really hard shortcut. This one, however, is intended. Jump up here, cross here. This is going unreal. Holy. I think this is, like, from a speedrunning standpoint, I haven't really talked about the speedrun much because I've just been, you know, talking about the tracks themselves. I'm on fire. Oh my god. Wow. I haven't really been talking about, like, the speedrun itself because I've just kind of been talking about the tracks instead. But this speedrun, for what it's worth, is really good. This is going very well. Make that. Okay. One more lap like that, and that is the best Neon Paradise I've ever had, and it's not even remotely close. I've never hit 3 out of 3 before. I've never hit 2 out of 3 before, so this is already a first, but one more like that, and oh my god. Oh. That's fair. That's fair. That was what I was expecting all 3 laps, to be honest with you. Like, I was truly hoping I would get that at least once, but getting it twice is, like, outrageous. Yeah, I'll take that any day of the week. Coming towards the 15th track in the speedrun, it will be a track that a lot of people will recognize, I think. It's a track called Drive Through Danger. And that is...
there she is.
Anyways, sorry, I just got flashbacks to Nam. It's so yeah, the boss of this world is Hatsune Miku because you know we've had Jack and Daxter, we've had Koala Kong, we've had Spyro, and everyone's favorite PlayStation character Hatsune Miku. So that's great. But yeah, Drive Through Danger is a track from the remake of this game, Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled. Having it basically like demade for like the PS1 is very cool because it is a very cool track. Same with the music. This music is what plays in Nitro Fueled. And yeah, having it demade with like original CTR instruments is very cool. Little shortcut here. Jump over the barrier. Land down here, saves about 6 seconds. As I said, I haven't really been talking about the like speed tech as much in this run because, you know, I've done CTR runs before on ESAs and stuff, but this run has been more of a showcase of what the community is up to, and they're up to great things, man. So again, if you wish to play any of these, would highly recommend checking out, I believe it's ctrcustomtracks.com, I believe is the thing. Someone in chat, I'm sure, will be able to correct me if I'm wrong. But yes, there's a bunch of resources there. There's a Discord for making these, all that good stuff. So yeah, do check it out. But as you can see, people are making absolute masterpieces. But as I was saying before I got sidetracked, you know, people are making these, and I'm talking about, you know, them as tracks and how they function. But a lot of these tracks make for such good, like competitive tracks that like have skips that are hard, you know, like that one there. And you know, they're not just barely functioning and clinging on, like there's actual tech to them. The creators of these tracks have thought about it, and that's really cool. And there is perhaps no greater showcase of this than the next track that I am pleased to say we will be playing twice because it is also the final boss track. I think, frankly, this is the best custom track ever made in maybe any racing game I've ever seen, and that includes Mario Kart Wii Vaz Thousands. Insane. Shoutouts to Lockhart for this track. This is Cortex Vortex. It is obviously based off of Crash Bandicoot 2, as you'll be able to tell by the custom music as well. Really, really cool routes in this. As you can see, I'm driving up here. Sadly didn't make the jump, that's okay. Gonna jump down here. And then we have one of the coolest things I've ever seen. We have an outside space section where it is low gravity. As you can see, I'm like jumping really, really high. There is crazy shortcuts on this section. I will be attempting them. One is right here. Jump off this asteroid onto this one. Very good. Yeah, unreal bit of art. Again, shout out to Lockhart. Just noticed I have a mask in first. That's hilarious. I wonder where is best to use this in this track. I'm trying to think. There is a shortcut here as well. Not there though. I got confused. No, it's here. Go on. That's fine. I got a bit of a weird launch angle, but that's okay. Let me go this way. I wonder if I can use it here. Let's do the coolest shortcut ever. Not quite. So you can make it to that like ring that surrounds the track. You can make it to there, and then from there you can jump off of the upwards bit of the ring and make it to this section here. It's an unreal skip, and I will be going for it a couple more times just to try and show it off. Again, a bit like the Neon Paradise shortcut. Not expecting to get it. It's ridiculously hard. This track is a final boss track in every sense of the word. It's absolutely outrageous. Let's see if we can do this. Hell yeah. That's so sick. Again, all of this just being made by one person is unreal. I didn't do the shortcut I did last lap. That's okay. On 9 Wumpa, I'd love it to be 10, but it's fine. 9 Wumpa and 10 Wumpa. This is a bit of an OG CTR knowledge. 9 Wumpa and 10 Wumpa is the exact same in terms of your speed. 10 Wumpa only makes items better, so didn't really need to pick up that Wumpa crate, but it's all good. Alright, note to self, the shortcut is not here. You drop down here first, then go to here, then go all the way to here. Nice. We'll try the shortcut again. Let's see if we can pull this off. That's fine. I showed off the idea. Only a 2-lap track. It is obviously a very, very long track. I went the wrong way. That's just because I don't want to face Hatsune Miku. I'm good. So the final 2 tracks are tracks you've already seen. The final boss will be on Cortex Vortex. This is on Matsuri. Really, really cool adventure mode mod. Namely because of like, in terms of, would you like to read?
I would indeed. We have $100 from Tristendo, which says, just want to thank Sam, his community, and all who are related. You have made the past 7 months some of the best times of my life. Love you so much.
Much love, Tristendo.
Am I alright to continue?
Yes, sir.
We have
While I get bodied, sorry.
Understandable, NT. We have $5 from Anthony Taylor, who says, you can't park there, mate. Hypno weird. And we have $1 from Caspi that says, I want to note that the bid war option I have picked translates to Ocean Eater Street Violence from Norwegian, and I am not joking. What? And donate to Havspisa Gattevold. You can probably. Did I do good? All right, cool. And we have $50 from Biomagia, which says, me and my mate had a bet whether Hypno would play CTR or a different game. I won round 1 with Croc 2, and they win round 2. Goodbye, short-lived tenor 07.
Unlucky. Right, Hatsune Miku, can you not? You have been non-stop trolling this entire race, and you are going to continue to do so. Might actually mess around and lose. Thoughts? Okay, final lap. Let's see if I can clutch. Wow, she is insane. In fairness, these bomb placements are wild. Okay. Alright, let's go.
Nah, it's fine. Just lock in.
Come here. As long as I can get in front, I'll be fine. Because I don't have to deal with her bombs and suddenly I'm good. Have a TNT. Not going to do the shortcut, play it safe. Die. Alright, we're fine. That was the worst Matsuri of all time after the best Matsuri of all time earlier. Sure.
Keep balance in the world and all of that.
Okay, I know this is a speedrun and all. I'm way underestimate. Just look at this warp room, man. Like this is the Crash 3 Warp Room 6, literally made to perfection. Just unreal. Like, genuinely outrageous work by Lockhart and Boxic for this. We are fighting Oxide. He is the final boss. He does cheat, as always. This dirty cheater. Die. So this level, hopefully, with a bit of luck, will confirm that Hatsune Miku is a better racing driver than Oxide. That's what this will confirm. Try and do this shortcut here. Go on. Nice. Gonna go over here for this shortcut here. Very good. That's actually a really nice opening to a very, very difficult track. See if we can nail the second part. Again, 2 laps. I will save my my soppy speech for the end, but yeah. Thank you everyone for watching this. Again, absolute dream come true to be able to play CTR custom tracks on ESA. It just showcases how far we've come with tracks like this and stuff. With shortcuts like this, unlucky. You know, we've just come such a long way, and the future is so very, very bright. So, very, very exciting. Try to do a different shortcut there. Maybe I'll do it on the final lap. We'll see. But there is a shortcut back there in that asteroid there. Try again. Okay, Oxide. I will. But yeah, final lap of the run here. We are coming in way sub-estimate, which is really, really nice. Yeah, estimate was 130, and this is looking like it's going to be some kind of 121, 122 for both the adventure modes. What was the timer when we ended the first one? I believe it was a 33. So this will probably be like, a sub 50 for this custom track adventure mode, which is really, really cool. Even with the worst Hatsune Miku of all time. Based. Alright, final outdoor space section. Let's see if we can nail all the shortcuts. There are so many of them. Let's see what we can do. We already hit one of them once. The hardest one once, which is really cool. Hit that one here. That's good. Let's try it. Oh, unlucky. Nice try. Actually, that gives me a good opportunity to try and show off this one, maybe. Ah, not quite. You can see it there anyway. You can see it right there. Alright, let's not lose. Thoughts?
Thoughts, please don't.
Drop down. And time is coming up when I cross the line. Time. Sounds like you're saying something else there. Oh, man. My nose has turned into Niagara Falls. That's great. Yeah, just... Again, I've been shouting them out throughout the run, but shout outs to Lolo, Boxic, Lockhart, everyone behind the custom track editor, everyone who's making custom tracks. You all make this possible. Incredible. Thank you to ESA for letting me have 3 runs at a packed ESA summer. I believe we have like 421 people or something ridiculous here, and to be able to do 3 runs is unbelievably appreciated. Thank you to everyone for donating to such a great cause. Thank you donation readers, thank you Tech, thank you Edenal for putting all this on. Thank you crowd, holy crap, there's a lot of you. Just thank you. I guess feel free to boo me. If I may shamelessly plug myself, twitch.tv/Hypnoshark. I stream every day 12 till 6. You can find me there if you're interested in, you know, watching some more custom track stuff. I also upload to my YouTube there as well. I've covered a lot of this stuff. I will continue to cover all of this as it unfolds, because it is still unfolding, and it's absolutely incredible to only be a year and a half down the line since the custom track editor came out and people were able to make this kind of thing. It's unreal how far we've come. So the future looks bright for this game, and the future looks bright for ESA. The future just looks bright, man, and I'm happy to be here for it. Thank you again. I've been Hypnoshark. Thank you.
Thank you very, very much, Sam, for that amazing showcase of the CTR custom tracks. As you say, the community has put so much time and effort into putting those together, and it really is just amazing to see. You might have let me speak some, but there's still a lot to go, so I'm going to get through the rest of these very, very quickly. We have got $25 from the Lone Polar, which says, "Good luck with your final run, Sam. Been very cool to see them all in person for such a great cause. But most shockingly of all, you're letting women talk." Debatable. Very debatable, I know. We've got $5 from Paul with no message, but thank you very much. We've got $1 from AJLSX, which says, "Hey Sam, always a pleasure getting to see you. Hope I didn't add to your woes at the football match earlier. You did end up looking like a drenched rat." That did go towards the F1 grid order poll. We have $5 from Jordy925 with no message, but thank you. We have $20 from Tadex, which says, "Incredible showcase of an incredible game. Thank you, Sharkman." Again, going towards the F1 poll. And I thought this was a good one to end on. We have $50 from Boxic, which says, "A huge thanks to Hypno for showcasing our adventure. The CTR community is fantastic, and there is so much more cool stuff to come. Much love." And again, Boxic, much love for you for putting this together. And with that then, we are going to wrap it up and move on to an interview with Mr. Shark in the chair here. So we'll be back with you guys very, very shortly. So yeah, don't go anywhere.